first attempted this journey to Scotland towards the end of 2021, which failed due to electrical problems with the van. This of course meant travelling all the way back down south to remedy the issues, spruce up the van, and try again. In August of 2022, I made my more successful run up the UK, only to hit electrical issues in the far north of the NC500, causing me to make an emergency trip back to Inverness to replace the alternator. This is what prompted me to make this new series, focusing on the North Coast 500 route that I missed out the first time. And it was relatively successful, for the most part, stopping off at a lot of spots that I missed and taking in some amazing scenery. But, despite all the repairs on the van, it has still never been quite right, with continuous electrical gremlins throughout the journey. So it's a beautiful morning today. The only problem is, tried starting up the van, it struggled the first time, switched it off, turned it back on again. Now I have a traction control light on. I don't think this is an actual problem with the traction control, I think this is an electrical issue because it struggled to start. And I've had this before where just turning it off and turning it back on again, those lights go away. Yes, I just checked the alternator, still getting 14 amps, or 14 volts. So I'm going to switch it off and on again, see if that fixes it. Two new messages. What are the two messages? ESP. Is that it? Apparently. There we go. That's better. Okay, so my diagnosis is cold weather just affecting the battery, you know, like it has been doing with all of my electrical components. Ah, wait, the engine management light is still on. Well, let's just take it for a drive and see what happens. Very, very rainy and very windy this morning, which is actually a good test because I did suspect that the problems with the car was due to the wet. So if we have troubles now, we'll know that it's kind of this wet weather that's causing them. But I think yesterday after plugging in the OBD, I should have removed any problems with the lights from the dash. So now, well, let's just give it a try. Okay, a bit of a struggle, but lights are on again. Even though my dashboard has been lit up like a Christmas tree, the van was always able to keep moving. But what happened next? That was the real showstopper. Why are you struggling? What? What? Okay. What is going on? That's weird. So as I was driving the van up a bit of a steep incline, in all fairness, the engine temperature light came on, told me to pull over, switch off, so I did that. The weird thing is the engine doesn't feel hot or anything. I don't know whether that's a sensor problem or I have no idea. It's because I had that light coming on earlier. Yeah, I'm a bit lost for words, to be honest. Don't really know what to say. I don't know, it's not looking good. It could be electrical problems. Maybe the engine isn't overheating and the sensor just thinks it is and it's throwing it into limp mode. Because, you know, I've had electrical problems with the rain before. I don't know what kind of is going to happen. I'm a little bit stuffed yet again. You know, this time it was after, what, 6 or 7 months instead of just 3. But yeah, this van just... it doesn't like Scotland, it doesn't like travelling. I don't know, we'll keep an eye on the engine temperature thing. I'm just going to spend the night here, see what it's like tomorrow. But yeah, that sucks. Don't really know what to do about that. God, it's windy. So after giving the van an hour to cool down at the side of the road, I attempted to drive in limp mode further up the hill to a nice flat spot where the van can sit overnight to cool down properly. Then, with a night's rest and a cool engine, I attempted to make the journey back to Inverness to try and fix the van. Alright, we're moving, so that's good news. Just got to keep an eye on that temperature. Hopefully, this will get us to where we need to go.